What's the word, YouTube? It's your boy, Coach TDOT. They subbed me out, but I'm back in that game, Coach. I'm back with some more heat for y'all, so check it out. We're going to get right into it. Today, we're going to be reacting to the most humiliating Larry Bird trash talk story ever told, man. So for all my new viewers, I don't fake none of my reactions. All my reactions are live, and we're going to watch this shit together. Without further ado, here's Big Larry.
Gary Payton, a top 75 Hall of Fame player who won Defensive Player of the Year as a guard, was one of the greatest trash talkers of all time.
Oh yeah, GP. Oh yeah, GP. Oh yeah, GP. Let's get it going.
And that apparently had something to say to Jordan.
Gary would talk to whoever, talk to refs,
players,
coaches on other team, fans. Yeah. He talked nonstop and backed it up. So he was the guy that, I think was the ultimate.
But when Gary Payton first got in the league, he went up against a trash talker that was even better than him, and his name was Larry Bird.
Larry Bird was the coldest shit talker ever, man. And he bagged it up because he was so cold. You know what I'm saying?
And one night in the Boston Garden, Gary Payton got his welcome to the league moment because Larry Bird trash talked him so bad, it made him say this.
And I said, shit, I ain't gonna mess with you no more.
This is the story of how Larry Bird humiliated Gary Payton and the Seattle Sonics so badly that they still tell stories about it 40 years later.
Playing at the Garden, man, on his last leg. Last leg, we're playing him, and he told me, young fella, let me tell you something. I can shoot a jumper anywhere I want to. And he said, you supposed to be a great defender, right? He said, I'm going to make sure I tell you where I'm going to shoot the ball at. And I was like, man, come on now. You're not going to shoot the ball.
Hey, nah, that's a real nigga response to that shit, G. Now, GP, we know he a real one, folks. I can't take that away from him, G. He going to talk his shit, all right? But you see, he ain't just standing for that bullshit Larry was coming talking to him about, G. You feel me? Got SC on that, nigga. That shit dead. Alright? Now the rest of y'all, on the other hand, Larry will say something to y'all niggas, and y'all niggas will just fold like some hoes. Just scared. Grown-ass men, G. Finally, we got a real one that stepped up to the plate. Fuck.
Said, I'm going to take you over in that corner right there. You see it over there by my bench, right? And I'm going to give you something, and it's going to be this jumper.
Right.
And I said, shit, watch this. So all of a sudden, we playing, and I'm D'ing him up, and he slow ball me. That's where I got the slow ball. Put your back to your back like this, and his back was bad during this time. So he went right to that corner, and I'm up on him, I'm under him, and he said, young fella, what did I tell you I was going to do? And he turned around, raised up, looked around, and and I said, shit, I ain't gonna mess with you no more.
Hey, boy, it took one shot. It took one shot for niggas to rethink their whole motherfucking basketball career, G. Had that nigga GP in a trash, folks. Larry hit that nigga saying, hey, I'm finna do this shit. Hit that shit the next play. Left that nigga speechless, man. I'm already knowing, GP. Larry, this how Larry used to get it going on niggas.
That's just a veteran knowing how he can play. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And what he can do. He knew that I was smaller than him. He can shoot over me, and he can create space. When I'm trying to D people up, he learned how to neutralize me by turning his back and make me have to go through him. And if I reach on him, he'll turn and spin and get away from me, and he gone. And you couldn't do that. So that's just being smart about the game.
Gary Payton getting his welcome to the league story from Larry Bird is so impressive because Gary Payton was the type of person who never backed down from anyone. But for some reason, Larry Bird was just different.
See, growing up, my daddy always told me, whatever you step on, anything, and try to do it. I don't care if it's your mama or it's me. Tear their head off because they trying to take it from you because he know I never back down to nothing.
Yeah.
Can't do no respect.
I ain't back down to nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Real
because
shit.
I like to walk out with my chest big as hell. And I want everybody to understand that I'm competitive in everything I do. I don't care what it is. If a girl coming to me and talking about she want to braid hair, give me 2 weeks and let me learn how to braid hair. I'll braid you. I'll do yours, bro. I'll braid your hair better.
Like that, GP.
Right. And that's just the way I am. I just been that way all my life.
But when
That's a real alpha right there, G. ain't coming in, ain't gonna let nobody punk me, fool. You gonna have to take everything you get over here, nigga. Ain't shit finna be sweet around here. That's how you gotta have the mindset of a competitor. True competitor, man. Not none of that whole shit, motherfucking front runner. Nah, G, you gotta really be about this shit, G. 1 man versus 100 gorilla. 100 men versus 1 gorilla, man. Fuck. Bring it on.
Two trash talking alpha dogs collide. He who can back his trash talk up wins. So when Gary Payton met Larry Bird, Gary had to learn the hard way that he was going up against the greatest of all time.
On that note right there, I want to know who talked the most. Who talked the most? What, was Jordan a big talker?
He would when he get it going and you go at him.
Oh,
to me, he wasn't like that. He'll say stuff and get down at you, but he wasn't a shit talker. I think Larry Bird and Reggie Miller was the best shit talker.
Who?
Larry Bird was a cold.
And what?
Reggie Miller.
Reggie?
Better than Mike?
Oh my golly Wally. They be on IG.
Larry Bird would tell you. Larry Bird would tell you, I'm gonna take you over to this corner. I'm gonna dribble 2 times. I'm gonna hit your ass in the face, and it bet not touch the rim.
Wow.
And then he said, if it did, I'm gonna come right
back
and do it again until it touch it. That's how Larry Bird used to get at.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, Larry Bird was the coldest shit talker ever, man.
Hey, bro. Look at that nigga eyes, man. You can tell a whole lot about a nigga's story by just looking in his eyes, man. He telling this story with hella conviction, man. Man, Larry must have really been destroying niggas, G. Cause I can't see him telling this story, lying and shit, man. Look at his eyes, man. Motherfucker got eyes wide as hell telling this story, man. That's some real conviction right there, G. Like, just look at the way he's speaking on this nigga, man. That's some real ass whooping fucking traumatization right here, man. That's all this is, chat. You feel me? Motherfucking traumatized. Look at his eyes wide and shit. That's all this is, chat.
Back it up because he was so cold.
That's
you know
crazy.
What I'm saying? So people ask people about him. Motherfucker used to tell you, boy, you can't do shit with me. I'm too motherfucking good for this.
Wow.
I'm gonna give you a Christmas present. This jumper in your face. He used to always say this, man.
He just seems so mild mannered, huh?
Gary Payton was the victim to some of Larry Bird's best trash talk, but it wasn't only aimed at him. Sometimes, Larry's trash talk was aimed at some of Gary Payton's best teammates, and he just happened to get a front row seat.
One time we was playing in the Boston Garden, and Xavier McDaniel, who was guarding, and him and Xavier got into it, and because how Xavier was, and Xavier kept getting on him, and he said, you know what? I'm gonna hit 3-4 jumpers in a row all net. If I don't do it, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a problem, and I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna do it. And next thing you know, they were blowing us out, and he went out. And next thing you know, I look up at the shot clock, and Larry Bird coming back in. Like, what? And then all of a sudden, he walked over to our bench. He said, I told Xavier that what I was going to do to him, and I didn't do it, so I had to come back in and do it. And as soon as he got the ball, they gave him the ball 3 times. He hit 3 jump shots all net.
Larry again.
Merch.
Bird isolated this time on McDaniel. No one comes in a double. Now Johnson, but he
that's
was late.
Cold-blooded, man. That's cold-blooded.
He said, I told you what I'm going to do, and I'm always going to do it. And he looked at Xavier, and he said, didn't I tell you what I was going to do? And then he walked out, man.
And X-Man wasn't no soft dude either.
No, he was not.
Oh, shit, getting it going. Getting it going. Get it going. Crack it.
2 dribbles, step back, and then I'm going to hit it.
Hell damn, Dominique.
Step back, and then I'm going to hit it.
Man, just dropped your ass clean off, man. Man, like this the damn bus stop, G. Straight up.
I was like, this dude real cold, man. And y'all gotta understand, he wasn't even at full tilt. He was having back issues and everything, because I only played with
stupid.
So I was like, I seen him.
You didn't even get Prime Bird. You didn't even get Prime Bird.
I didn't even get Prime Bird, and I seen him at the tail end, and I was like, man, this dude is cold.
And this was in Larry Bird's final 2 years in the league, when he had serious back issues. So just imagine how cold Larry Bird was in his prime. Well, his teammate Xavier McDaniel does have a little bit of experience of Larry Bird in his prime, Because one night in Seattle, with 13 seconds left in the game, and the score tied at 102, one of Larry Bird's greatest moments just so happens to be against Xavier McDaniel. And even though the X-Man was one of the toughest players in the league, Larry Bird still talked his trash and gave Xavier McDaniel one of the greatest shots of Larry Bird's career.
Oh, shit. Call timeout. I don't even know this play right here, Chad. What's gonna happen, Chad?
Says, Coach, why don't you just give me the ball and tell everybody to get out of the way? It's Larry. And when he wants the ball, he wants the ball. After the timeout, we walked back on the court, and then Xavier was guarding him. So he tells Xavier, he says, I'm getting the ball.
Was under 10 seconds. And we came back out of the timeout. Larry said, I'm going to get it right here, X, and I'm going to shoot it in your blinking face. And I was like, well, I'll be right here waiting on you, too.
Okay. Say something back. You ain't no hoe. What happened?
5 and Bird has the basketball. Look out. 2 seconds on the...
McDaniels. Man, he just gamed your goof ass, man. Talking all this cash shit, talking about, yeah, I'm gonna be there when you there, man. He just dropped your ass off, gamed your goof ass, man. Niggas love having some shit to say and not bagging it up, man. Larry just told you what he was gonna do and back that shit up, man. I'm tired of y'all, man. Old heads, man. This shit is ridiculous, G. Niggas knowing what's gonna happen to him and still not able to predict it. I thought y'all niggas had high IQs, so that's how y'all got to the NBA. What the fuck happened?
5 and Bird has the...
Just game y'all goof ass, both of y'all, man. You guys looking stupid now, man.
And timeout used by the Sonics.
And this old Larry, bro. This ain't even young Larry.
Damn. I didn't mean to leave nothing on the clock. And I just looked at him and said, oh, conceited bastard.
I get a charge when I tell someone on the opposing team that I want to hit the last second shot and then do it. That's what it's all about.
This step-back jump shot, a move that Larry Bird invented, coming from a 6'10" sharpshooter, was damn near unstoppable.
That shit crazy.
Liberty Mutual is all she talks about since we saved hundreds by bundling our home and auto insurance. Liberty!
And to pull it out with the game on the line while telling his opponent exactly what he's going to do and where he's going to do it has to be one of the most savage moments in Larry Bird's career.
That shit crazy.
Game over, and the Boston Celtics have defeated a very disappointed Sonics club. Final score, Celtics 104, Sonics 102.
We sit back out and have a beer out in the locker room, and we was we may be talking. It's like, white boy just lit you up. And I used to always say that, like to my friends, it's like, yo, is Larry really that good? I used to say like, yeah, that's the baddest white boy I ever played against.
Yeah.
Was on Gary Payton's best teammate ever on the Seattle Sonics, Sean Kemp. Because when Sean Kemp was a rookie, Larry Bird gave him a welcome to the league moment that he'll never forget.
Yeah.
My ass got busted real early, man. I came into the league, man. I was invited.
Youngest player in the NBA. This 6'10" forward is only 20 years
old.
Hey! You know how some of them vets, man, they play you to the T, man. I got played down in Boston one night. We was playing Boston Celtics. So the great Larry Bird. Me and Larry are from the same place of Indiana. And I had a great privilege of not knowing Larry, but I played against his brother, Eddie, coming up through the ranks a little bit. I was the young guy that kind of came up through the history in Indiana and kind of broke a lot of Larry Bird's records. So Larry kind of had already known about me a little bit. When we got to Boston that morning, I knew something wasn't right. I saw an X-Man. He was limping around the court a little bit like he was sore. I figured he'd be all right,
Xavier McDaniel.
I figured he'd be all right.
This shit done tweaking, man.
I go to the game on the early bus. I get there. They come out on the court. They say, hey, Sean, you starting tonight against Larry. And I was like, what the hell? For some reason, X-Man got this injury right before the game.
Boy, Sean Kemp, boy.
And then
hey, Sean Kemp, G. Hey, folks. Hey, I ain't never want to judge another man, folks, but you, gang, you one ugly motherfucker, folks. I'ma just keep it a band with you, folks. This shit is absolutely ridiculous what I'm sitting right here looking at, man. Man, Sean Kemp, G. Oh, no, folks. Say that don't look like Big Mama right there, G. I know y'all seen Big Mama's house before. Man, this nigga look like Martin Lawrence, folks, in the Big Mama costume right here, G. Bogus as hell, folks. Look at this nigga laughing and shit.
Injury. Right before the game.
Oh, no, folks. Sean, you bogus for this, G. Just you just sitting right here, bogus as hell, folks, talking about Larry and shit, man.
He had a knee injury right before the game.
Yeah, for sure.
So here I am have to face Larry Bird. Well, first of all, he asked me at the jump ball. He said, "You the cat that broke all my records in high school, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." He goes, "Yeah, you're the one that used to dunk my brother too, right?" Eddie. And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." He said, "I got you for you tonight."
3 signs your car accident is worth major compensation. If you've been in a car accident recently.
Bird will take the first.
See, I got something for that ass. I got something for you, short.
Larry on a wing. Bird open.
Oh my.
Hits on the baseline.
And I'm from Indiana. Larry's from Indiana. I broke a lot of his records in high school.
Did you really?
And he let me know about it the whole entire game. Absolutely.
3 on 3 the other way. Bird wants it.
Good pull.
Got it.
Good, Larry.
During the game, Sean Kemp was guarding Larry.
Dang.
I mean, Larry's just like talking shit. Bernie calls a timeout. I was like, "Hey, what the fuck that motherfucker says, man?" He was like telling me I'm the best fucking player from Indiana and shot a 3 in my face.
Bird gets it back for 3.
Hooping them bitches, talking shit.
I said, "What?" And I was like, "Oh shit. That damn Larry Legend, man, he's a motherfucker, man."
X-Man told a story on Tim Thomas and Scoop Beats podcast about Larry Bird talking shit to you, saying, I'm the best motherfucker from Indiana and put a 3 into my balls. That's true?
It is very true, man. Larry, hey, man, first of all, we got to Boston that night. He had some knee pain. I was like, it's a hell of a time for you to come up with a knee pain. I ain't going tonight. You got it.
Hey, that's that motherfucking D-Rose flu, man. If any of y'all familiar, y'all all know. When it was time to play D-Rose, when the prime D-Rose, yes, I'm talking about this motherfucking D-Rose right here. When it was time to play against him, niggas, oh yeah. For some reason, niggas just suddenly got sick out of nowhere. You feel me? That's the same shit that was happening with Larry, I see, man. Larry had that same effect. We gonna call it the bird flu. Yeah, niggas caught the bird flu before they. Oh shit, my bad, chat. Niggas caught the bird flu before they played Larry, man. Scared as hell out here, G. Hold on, my bad, chat. Hold on, let me.
I look at the boy on Sean Kemp, Larry Bird. I'm like,
what year was this for you?
This was my first year.
Oh, okay.
And that morning they came out with a USA Today article, and they said that Larry didn't have it no more.
Damn.
So he came out that night to make a statement, and I was just the prime candidate to be
man.
Before the game, he told me, he was like, he just shook his head at me. He said, "Man, it's going to be a fucked up night for you."
Damn.
Larry got free. Bang! Down 2. Bird sneaking up the floor. Squares up.
Good, Larry.
Well, he's got the stroke back today. He sure does.
So what did he put up?
I think he gave me,
easy work.
I think he gave me 46 and 3.
What'd you do?
Wait, what?
He gave me 46 and 3.
Sean Kemp, G. I don't even think I got no words, G. I'm just accustomed to Larry getting it going on niggas by now. But 46 points, man. I just couldn't stand for no shit like that as a defender, Chad. I was not allowing nobody to score over 20 points on me, man. Once I seen a nigga getting hot, going for 30, 40, man, I'm gonna hurt. That's something gonna happen, G. I'm not finna just sit here and be the one to get my ass torched. Coach, you gonna have to switch or something, make adjustments, G. But I ain't finna just get off of this nigga, G, and he busting my ass like this, folks. Never, man. I couldn't go, Chad. I wasn't sweet like that, man. I could never know the feeling of a nigga putting up 40 plus on me, man. That's just not a good feeling, Chad. And to have that memory just lasting in your memory bank for the rest of your life, I wouldn't be able to sleep with myself, guys. I just wouldn't. That's just me.
What'd you do?
Man, I had to find out, but I was on his ass. I'm gonna tell y'all this.
Of course.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Of course, your big goof ass found out.
Shots. So every shot he was calling at the defensive end, he would tell me, he'd be like, "When I get down to the other end, I'm gonna pump face you, get a hand one on you, look at you, go off the glass." That's how cold Larry Bird was.
Bird flashing through, tough shot, knocks it down. 25.
They were right on his shooting hand that time.
Bird for three, and he got it outside with 5 on the shot clock.
Straight up.
More tonight than any other game this year, as Bird is now
6'10"
34 and counting.
He would say, next time, bank shot left side, I'm gonna pump fake you. Your dumb ass gonna go for it. I'm gonna air one.
He would tell you that, and it happened.
And I said, first of all, I'm gonna be so close to you. If you shoot the ball next time, I'm gonna try to rip your fucking arm off your shot. Man, I was to the point.
That shit sound good.
I'm gonna foul him so hard that he's basically
sound
gonna
real
take his
good.
move. He started shooting the ball with his left hand, man. I was trying to foul his right arm. He was shooting with his left hand, banking it off on me, looking at me, still slapping me on my butt and everything, man, telling me everything.
And you just allowed it to happen, huh? Where's your pride and dignity, man? Where is it at? You must didn't have no kids or no wife or no shit at the time this shit happened, man. Cause it seemed like you real cool with niggas disrespecting your legacy or niggas coming at you, man. And you laughing about this shit 20 years later, man. Couldn't be me, man.
Hey, what you think he did, man? A quick pump fake, dog, and he go for that shit here.
Got you.
Man, come on, man.
Larry, little runner, goes off the glass.
Oh, boy. Haven't seen one of those in a
Y'all let
while.
that shit get
38 for
I'm gonna
Bird.
lock Larry ass up.
Bird
Larry
again
ain't
for
busting
2.
my ass like
And then Larry, he actually invited me to his house that summer after the game, man. He told me, he said, you come to the house and shoot around with me. This summer I'll show you how to shoot the ball, young fella.
Larry Legend.
Straight up.
Told your goof ass here.
Bird on the 20-year-old Kemp. Takes a fall away. Oh!
Shooting
He's got
fallaways,
40.
fadeaways on your
Larry
ass.
Bird torched everybody on the Seattle Sonics for years, and he did it trash talking every step of the way.
Bird hits the hoop. What a shot by Larry Bird.
So when Gary Payton, who is one of the greatest trash talkers of all time, says that Larry Bird is an even greater trash talker than him, you better listen and realize just how great Larry Bird is.
Bird talk shit like we talk. Let me tell y'all something. Bird used to tell me, look here, man. I'm gonna go shoot this motherfucker jumper in your face right there in that corner. And it's gonna be your Christmas present. I'm gonna wrap it up and bust your head open. All that shit. He was the coldest dude I ever seen with that shit, man. Everybody be talking about these greats. They'll be always mentioning him. He was the shit. Yeah. The shit, man. He'll give it to you any way he wanted to. Any way he wanted to. Larry Bird was cold. Cold dude, man. Real cold. And I said, shit, I ain't gonna mess with you no more.
El 9-5 quedó atrás. Es hora del happy hour. Dejemos que este señor disfrute de su papa.
Hey, that's the end of the video, though, man. Hey, this nigga GP funny as hell. The way he tells stories, folks, you can't tell me that nigga ain't speaking with no good conviction, G. He gonna convince a motherfucker that somebody... He good at convincing niggas, I see, G. He real good at convincing, because the way he's speaking on Larry, G, you already know something traumatic had to have happened to him in his career against Larry for him to just be talking like that, man. Nigga, eyes wide as hell when he talking about him. He just stop. Like, man, relax, okay? Relax, GP. He wasn't that raw, fool. We know it's motherfucking Big Larry, but damn. Alright, but I'm trolling though, Chad. Alright, but this is the end of the video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I know I did, man. But like I said, it's the end of the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. It's your boy, Coach TDOT. I'm up out of here. I love y'all.